What's up guys, I'm Zach and welcome back to another video. Now today we're looking at something that is quite exciting to me because for anyone who saw my previous video on the Fear of Gods in the white colorway, which is, of course, this sneaker right here. I mentioned in that video that I've already got the black, I've got the white, I love this silhouette, and I know a lot of people were hating on this silhouette when Jerry released it and saying that the Fear of God ones are better from Nike. However, I might actually disagree. I really love this pair. I feel like the quality, the QC, the fit, the overall aesthetics are a lot better than the Fear of God one. At least that's my personal opinion for someone who's owned both. However, the Fear of God ones I owned in the oatmeal colorway, and I said previously in this video right here that I need an oatmeal colorway in the beautiful Fear of God Adidas basketball sneakers. And what did they do? They went and dropped them. So of course I had to pick them up, and that is them right here. Man oh man, am I happy with this pair or what? Now, something I was a little bit skeptical on was, they're not called Sesame because obviously, they don't want to be, copying the Fear of God Nike ones too closely. So this is the clay colorway, and this one is exactly what I wanted, guys. I mentioned in the last video, and this is what I wanted, and I love this sneaker. Now, I don't want to talk too much about it because I really want to get into the actual details and actually show you on feet because I feel like that really shows you what the sneaker is about. So, bam, let's pop it up on screen right now. As you can see, I'm on feet. Show them how beautiful this sneaker actually looks. Come on. Initial impressions, guys. Let me know. Come on, you like them too. All right, let's pull it back. Let's check out some of the details on this actual silhouette. Now, you have got that beautiful, thick sole throughout. Very, very comfortable. Now, something that's going to be a little bit different in this video, we'll get into it, but the sizing on this pair. Now, for me, I want to get straight into sizing because that was my biggest concern here. Now, obviously, I have the black ones back here. I have the white pair as well, and I picked them up in a size 12.5, and I'm typically a size 12. So I would recommend, for most people, go up half a size if you are a little bit more of a narrow-footed person. However, for myself, I'm a little bit more on the wider type spectrum in terms of my foot, and I actually saw this pair pop up on Adidas after I was about to buy it on another site. And I added it to cart, and I was like, okay, it's a little bit cheaper than buying it from Fear of God, so this is not too bad. And then I realized that, you can apply coupons from Adidas, and I thought, okay, this is going to be excluded. I remember I even tried to buy the Sporty and Rich Sambas with a discount code, and it didn't work. I went and put 30% off on this pair right here, and the Sesame pair of LA Runners, and it applied. It worked no problem. So I actually got this pair for around 270 Australian dollars, which for the most part was incredible. Now, the reason I mention this in terms of sizing is because I could actually pick up a size 12.5 off another site for retail, or as Adidas didn't have a 12.5, they had a 13, which is a whole size up from my usual size. And I thought, I'm getting $100 off the sneaker. Am I going to pay an extra 100 to get a half size down? You know what? A lot of people said that maybe you can fit a full size up. So I went ahead, picked a full size up, going from a US 12 to a US 13. And as I said, I already have these two pairs in a 12.5, and they fit great. However, full size up fits so much better. What I did mention about the pairs here is that they fit great. However, they were just slightly too snug on the sides. And I would recommend, guys, if you don't have narrow feet, if you have normal to sort of wider feet, a full size up is much more comfortable. And I cannot believe that because I already said previously that these pairs are comfortable. I did a run on these. I trained in these, and honestly, I was shocked. But yes, one size up, I would recommend for anyone who has narrow feet, half size, anyone who has normal to sort of wider feet, I would recommend going a full size up because this one fit me best. But some other details about this one, if you haven't seen any reviews on the Fear of God Adidas basketball sneakers, I want to say this straight up. This lacing system right here honestly does nothing. You can't really tighten the silhouette, maybe slightly, ever so slightly. But honestly, it comes down to just being locked in once you get your foot through this opening here, which is super easy. I would say the only real difference that really adds any sort of, tightness to the silhouette is actually this draw cord here, which all you do is you just hold this, pull down, and that will tighten it around there. However, once again, I feel like this is a lot more of a slip-on silhouette, which is very interesting because obviously, it's a basketball sneaker. You want to be locked in, so typically you want to tie the laces quite tight. However, for me, I feel like this is really just the only metric you have to tighten the sneaker. Once again, these laces, yes, you can tighten them, but they really add no real tightness to the silhouette. So that's why I think it's really important to try and find your right sizing on this. So I would recommend at least half size up to a full size. I would never recommend going true to size on this pair. It would be much too small and snug. You'll have your feet crushed, your toes looking like LeBron's. Do not do that. Regardless, once again, colorway, absolutely beautiful on this. Quality is there. The QC on this, and something I noticed on the Fear of God ones by Nike, is that there was glue stains all over this sole here. The quality was just not there, especially for that price, which was even higher than this one. And I know a lot of people clown on this price. I think these are great in terms of a retail price, and I would recommend picking these up without a doubt in terms of the price. I know it's a little bit more expensive than a typical sort of Adidas sneaker. However, I think it's worth it. You're getting the quality there. The QC, as I said, no glue stains on this one. Absolutely beautiful. The terms of quality here, they've got this beautiful knit, which is very comfortable on your feet. However, on the outside layer, they've got this coating which goes just throughout there, which really just adds protection against the elements, especially water, dirt, and just makes it so easy to rub off. And that's something I definitely learned from this pair, considering in the first video I picked them up on, I did a big run in these, which was 24 hours in the Fear of God sneakers. I would recommend checking it out if you are curious on how they perform after a whole day wearing them. But these ones, as you can see, very clean seal, because it's so easy just to wipe off with that coated protection right towards the toe box and just around the silhouette in general. Of course, the only real branding you get on this one is that sort of iconic Predator 3 stripes from Adidas there, as you can see, which are taken from a soccer model. And moving back to actually the collab, which is of course Fear of God, you also have that Fear of God branding just towards the back of the sole there, which I personally think is just really tasteful. You know, as I said in a lot of videos, I prefer a lot more of a sort of sleeker, minimalistic silhouette, and this is something that I personally love. As you are seeing it on feet, I am wearing it with the Uniqlo parachute cargos in that beige colorway, which I think works perfectly with this silhouette. Beige on beige, I know it's a little bit too matchy, but I think it's great. Even with an olive pair or a black pair, it's going to look sick. And honestly, out of all the colorways I have, and I feel like personally the black's a lot more wearable, and the white I honestly have only worn like twice, so I probably jumped the gun on buying that one. This one I love the most. It's definitely my favorite out of all the bunch that have dropped. With that being said, guys, I know this was a shorter one. I just wanted to show you an on-foot portion. For me, I feel like when it comes to sneakers, a lot of the sizing, the quality, the information on the sneaker, I can actually find myself. I'm not saying that that might be you guys, but I typically look for a lot more on-feet portions, a lot more detailed close-ups. So hopefully, I am providing that in that video, or in today's video. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to drop a like down below. I would recommend checking out my other Fear of God videos, especially the 24 hours in the Fear of God ones, which are, well, not Fear of God ones. I'm sending it back to Nike. 24 hours in the Fear of God Adidas basketball sneakers. I think that's a great video. With that being said, if you did like today's video, drop a like down below. It's the best way to let me know that you guys are enjoying the content. If you have any recommendations as well for future content, drop it down in the comment section below as well. With that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you next one. See ya.